to have fans and to kind of have it finish like that, how much fun was it for you guys?
I mean, it's exciting. I mean, you go, throughout the whole last season and you don't have fans at all until literally like the last game of the season. So, just to get everyone out here and just to go out and just showcase what we can do. I mean, we've been putting in the work this whole off season. So to just go out and play and just have fun, I mean, I think just having the fans just amplified it even more. So we're pretty grateful for it.
There are questions about Desmond Ridder struggling at times today because the defense was just so darn good. How much better does this defense make you guys as an offense?
Oh, so much better. A lot of those guys, and we're a pretty senior-driven team. A lot of guys came back, so they know us very well. So a lot of times when we're out there, they're calling out plays before we even get a chance to snap the ball, and it's like, oh, it's going to be one of these days. But I mean, that's just attached to the coaching staff. They train those guys well. The guys on the defense side of the ball, they work hard, they study. So I mean, going against them, it betters us because when we, like last year, we got to the season and we just kind of steamrolled. We just went our way through. But that was credit to our defense because I mean, we go up one of the top defenses in the nation. So when you have that and you're going against them every day, I mean, all it does is amplify your game.
Does this feel like a top 10 team, just the maturity level? You mentioned you have a bunch of seniors, a senior-driven team. Does it feel like a top 10 program here?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. And it's just a culture that Coach Fickle, he built. Glad I'm, a part of it, of course. But, yeah, it's just the culture that they built, the players that he's brought in. And everyone's bought into the program, and I think that's why, it's been paying off for the past few years. So.
Coach Fickle said you're a top 10 team, but you want to be a top 10 program. Is that something that you all have talked about as a team, or has he said to you guys at all?
Really, it's nothing that we've discussed. It's just, seemingly it's just understood. You never want to be a top 10 team. You just want to be a top 10 program overall. When it's all said and done, you just want to be up there with the best of them and just be acknowledged that you're one of the best. And like I said, we come in here and we work hard each and every day, so it's more understood than, us having to be explained to about, our coaching staff. It's something that we want as players. It's something that everyone wants, the city, the university, the program in general.
Young receivers making plays, Tyler Scott, Chris Scott, Will Pauling. How have you seen those guys develop over the course of this spring?
Tremendously. But I think a big part of their development is just they're not afraid to ask questions. Whenever we're in the meeting room, whether we're out on the field, whether it's during practice, after practice, they're never afraid to ask questions. And I think that's huge for younger guys. It's never a pride thing with them. It's, yeah, I may have messed up on this route, but hey, Mike, what can I do better? Hey, Coach Brown, what can I do better? And they really take that information and they run with it. And as you can see, their game is developing pretty quickly. To say they've just been a year in the program, so excited for them. Like the sky's the limit for them. Those guys are some of the most talented guys I've ever seen, and I've been around some pretty good players, but the sky's the ceiling the sky's the limit for them. So I'm excited for them.
How has it been taking on that leadership role in that locker room?
It's been huge, especially coming in, just kind of trying to feel your way through, not trying to step on anyone's toes, letting people kind of just gravitate towards you. But just coming in and working each and every day, the guys, they look at me as, okay, like we gotta, be like Mike, and that so cliche, but no pun intended. But literally, just trying to pick my brain. Just hey, like, what do you do versus this coverage on this route, this release? And they really can't, come to me. I didn't have to, kind of enforce my will on that, and so. It's just been amazing, having those guys just come up to you and not, afraid to ask and, treating you like one of them, even though I've came in and I've only been here for not even a full year yet. So it's pretty cool.
How much better can this team be than it was even a year ago?
I guess you're just going to have to wait and find out until next year. Sky's the limit for us. I said that last year. I think when you interviewed me last year, I said the sky's the limit for this team. And I truly believe so. Got a lot more work to do. This isn't a finished product. It'll never be a finished product because it's a game of football. So sky's the limit, so I'm excited.
I know it's spring ball and season's a little far away, but do you get maybe a little more excited seeing that Notre Dame game on the schedule? Don't lie to me now. You get a little excited, right?
No, not at all. If I'm being completely honest with you, I've been asked that question too a ton of times. It's another game for me, honestly. I'm in this point in my career. It's business. I didn't leave on bad terms. It wasn't any ill will towards anybody. I just felt like I needed a better opportunity. Luckily, I found it here. But really it's just go in there and get the job done. My whole thing about that game is to make sure that we're 1-0 at the end of the day. If we're 1-0, no matter if I did anything, no matter if we, won by the skin of our teeth, I'm happy. You will see me the most excited for sure. But it's just another game. But we still have a ton of teams to go through before we get there, starting with Miami. So.